Filling in for Mayor Wu while she travels to the Riddell Institute Fellowship. Thank you for joining us for this week's briefing. I also want to thank everyone for coming to this week's evening council meeting. We appreciate the conversations and shared effort to move our city forward, and everyone who came out to our evening meeting to engage and share their thoughts with how to improve our community. We'll start today with Battle of the Badges. Local law enforcement officers, firefighters, and the emergency medical service personnel are teaming up once again with the American Red Cross to encourage the community to give blood at the 30th annual Battle of the Badges blood drive, December 9th through December 31st at the Red Cross Wichita Blood Donation Center at 707 North Main. Battle of the Badges is a friendly competition among first responders to see who can recruit the most blood donors from their communities, very different than Cuffs vs. Axes. And here to tell us more is Travis Rockstraw with the Wichita Police Department and Lindsay Miller from the Red Cross to tell us how you can get involved, donate life-saving blood, and support your favorite public safety agency. Lindsay and Travis.
Thank you. Thank you so much. As Councilman Glasscock said, this is the 30th annual Battle of the Badges. We're very excited for this year. It's a friendly competition between law enforcement, fire, and EMS from Sedgwick County, and we want people to come out and donate blood, donate platelets. They can schedule an appointment through the website redcrossblood.org, or they can go to 707 North Main. And while supplies last, if you come in and give a donation, you'll get a free t-shirt. And hopefully afterwards you will vote for law enforcement, since fire's not here today, or EMS. But it's a good cause. We want people to get out, especially during the holidays when traditionally blood donations are low. This is very important for our community, and so we're very excited to hopefully get a lot of people out this year. We have some fantastic sponsors this year that really helped set the stage for this event. So we want to thank them, and I probably missed something. So Lindsay, do you have anything else?
I think, Travis, you did a great job. Thank you so much. And we would really highly encourage everyone in our community to schedule their donation to come out and help give the best gift, right, during the holidays. That we want to help our fellow citizens that are in need, and what better way to do it than donate blood or platelets to help them fight the battles they're fighting. So thank you so much.
And I will say, if I didn't say it already, the dates are December 9th through December 31st this year. Thank you.
I try to be out there every 6 weeks to donate blood myself, so I encourage you to join, and I probably won't pick a favorite because that might get me in trouble. So thank you for being here today. Next up, Black Friday, next Thursday. We'll not have a briefing since it's Thanksgiving, and we want to remind folks who may be shopping during Black Friday that it's a great time to take advantage of the remaining funds in our rebate program. Our Save Wichita water rebate still has a little bit of money left, and to see a list of qualifying purchases, including rain barrels and more, visit wichitawater.com. We also have funds in our lawn care rebate as well. And as you hit Black Friday sales, think of next spring when you'll be back outside mowing, trimming, or more. We also have full details on eligible items, as well as the application on savewichitawater.com. Moving on to Thanksgiving safety. Also, as you cook your Thanksgiving meals, we have some important safety reminders. There are more fires on Thanksgiving than any other day of the year across the country. And here to give us more on some turkey and Thanksgiving safety tips is Jose Ocades from the Wichita Fire Department. Jose.
Good morning. Thank you, Councilmember Glasscock. As we prepare for Thanksgiving, a time of family, friends, and delicious meals, it's important to remember that throughout the United States, it's one of the busiest days of the year for cooking fires. On behalf of the Wichita Fire Department, we want to make sure that we share some essential cooking safety tips for everyone during a safe and happy holiday. Stay in the kitchen. Unattended cooking is the leading cause of fires associated with this time of year. It's frying, grilling, or broiling. Never leave it unattended. For longer cooking times, like roasting a turkey, check it regularly. Use timers and alarms. Set timers to remind you of cooking times. This is essentially important when preparing multiple dishes. Keep your cooking area clean. Ensure flammable items like oven mitts, paper towels, and wooden utensils are away from heating sources. Also, this includes your plug-in appliances such as crock pots. Be cautious with deep fryers. If you're frying a turkey, do it outdoors on a flat surface, away from walls, fences, or other structures. Always ensure that the turkey is completely thawed and dry before frying. Have a safety plan. Keep a lid nearby to smother small grease fires, and never use water as an extinguishing agent. Always have a fire extinguisher rated for cooking fires nearby and know how to use it. And last, make sure that you're aware of the locations of your children and pets. Keep a 3-foot area away from the kitchen area to avoid any burns and accidents. The Wichita Fire Department wants everyone to enjoy a safe and memorable Thanksgiving. For more safety tips and resources, visit us on our social media sites. From our fire family to yours, have a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Jose. Last year I forgot to dethaw my turkey, and so I didn't get to have turkey until like a week later because I was following our tips. So we wish everybody a happy and safe Thanksgiving holiday. We also know that the holidays can bring up a lot of feelings for many people, and to make sure that you are checking in with yourself and taking care of yourself as you take care of holiday planning, I'd like to welcome Eric with the Mental Health America to give us weekly updates and wellness tips. Eric.
Thank you, Dalton. So the holidays are a time when mental health providers like MHA see a lot of anxiety-related concerns, and it may be a result of finding yourself in social or family settings that you're not used to, not the norm for you maybe. They might be rooted in financial concerns with the upcoming holidays, but whatever the root causes are, we just encourage everyone to seek self-care this holiday season and not let holiday activities get in the way of your self-care routine. Especially to not use your financial situation as a rationale to ignore signs of the mental health needs in your own life. For example, at MHA we have a program called Access to Care, which is available to be utilized for those who lack insurance or in situations where their insurance copay for mental health treatment remains prohibitive. For many in Wichita, for instance, let's say a $60 copay to see a therapist might not be sustainable for that person over the term that's needed to address their particular illness. But with the Access to Care program, we could draw, for instance, $50 out of that program to offset a portion of their copay, and now instead of a $60 copay, it's $10. That makes it much more affordable for them. I will say since the start of COVID, this particular program has been servicing roughly 3 times the number of people each year that it did previously. Prior to COVID, there was about 70 people per year that used the Access to Care program. During COVID, we hit over 220 a year. So as a result, what's happened is we've seen the funds donated to that program depleted within a matter of months rather than lasting the entire year. As part of that, we did lose our largest donor to that fund during the pandemic, and we've been struggling ever since to refill the fund every year. Your mental health needs may be temporary, they may be seasonal, or if you get your annual mental health checkup, you might already know how to handle your end-of-year anxiety through healthy and sustainable coping skills that you can use anytime. But even if you only struggle in specific situations or during certain times of the year, it is important to remember that during those times, that anxiety disorder is just as big an issue as if the symptoms were chronic rather than just being seasonal. They should be taken just as seriously. They should never be discounted by friends or loved ones just because you or they expect that those symptoms will lessen in time. And if those symptoms are ignored, and if they do manifest as a crisis at some point, please always remember that the 988 Mental Health Crisis Hotline is available anytime via telephone or text. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. It's a very good reminder. I'll move on to the winter shelter. Just a reminder that our media partners are invited to join us at 1 p.m. this afternoon at the emergency winter shelter. Now that construction is done, we want to be responsive to media requests to walk through the building, and we will showcase the upgrades we made to the space, as well as the operator prepares to open the winter shelter, and we hope to see everyone there. Also, next Thursday at 3 p.m. at the Wichita Fire Regional Training Center, Please join us as we honor several of our brave firefighters and for their service. This year, Wichita firefighter Isaac Frazier and David Doonan will be presented with the prestigious Tom McGowie Fire Service Award. On May 3rd, 2023, Wichita fire crews responded to a house fire with a known entrapment. Despite heavy fire and smoke conditions, firefighter Frazier and Doonan demonstrated an exceptional courage and skill. They successfully located and rescued a victim from the basement, ensuring her safe removal. And thanks to heroic actions, the individual walked away with only minor injuries. And with that, we will take any questions.
I had a couple questions on the proposed citizen-led advisory group from our newsroom. So I wanted to talk to you first of all about why you feel like that's needed to look over the budget.
Yeah, so I'm one of 7 on this council. I represent 70,000 people, and we're in a city of 400,000. I know that all the answers can't be found among us 7, even at City Hall or individuals. So it's engaging the community, more citizen community engagement. It's always a positive thing. And I have had a lot of response of citizens that found a new way and want to get involved. And so this is an initiative that I'm leading personally. Apart from the city, it started out as just asking individuals if they would give me recommendations on maybe regulations or ordinances that they want to see changed, and there's been a lot of community feedback. So it's still in flux of what that looks like, but this is an individual-led initiative, and I'm inspired to see how many people in the community want to get involved.
And you touched on that a little bit, but can you talk a little bit more about what you're hoping that group is going to be able to accomplish with regards to the budget?
Yeah, sometimes we hear ordinances or regulations that come before the council just based on staff's recommendations, and so this gives the opportunity for the community to also lead these conversations and initiatives and allow me to be their voice from the bench. If they think something is overburdensome, let's say there's a regulation or ordinance that's outdated, that's something I'm interested in. And then also reviewing the budget as well. The city's facing a budget deficit in the future, and so the more eyes we have on the budget to maybe look at efficiencies and ways that we can maybe save money without hurting services is something that I'm interested in looking at.
And is this going to be a citywide advisory group? Is it just for your district?
Yeah, anybody's welcome. Originally, it was just asking people to help give me advice, and so looking forward to seeing how that develops now that there's more interest. And so it may be adaptive, and we're trying to see what will work best based on the amount of people that have shown interest.
So do you think they would just be advising you as opposed to the council, right?
I would love if individuals reach out to anybody. I want more citizens engaged, not just to me, but also to my colleagues as well. But I see this as individuals advising me in my role and in my capacity.
I know you said you're still working on plans, but you hope to have it in place.
Probably at the beginning of next year would be my goal. Take the holidays to try and figure out how many other citizens want to get engaged and form an advisory committee led on that. I want the citizens to lead this. This isn't me leading this, and I want them to hold me accountable just as they would any of my colleagues.
And how many members are you thinking? Do you have a number?
Right now, I've had over 40 individuals reach out with some level of interest, and so again, adaptive of what that looks like. Because there's so much community input and engagement, it may have to look different when there's 40 individuals that want to be involved. So really empowering them with the tools and resources to advocate for themselves.
So do you know how much you plan to narrow it down by?
I have no clue about that yet.
And who's going to pick the members? Would it be you?
Yeah, I think right now, I want feedback from all community, and so for me, I just want to be able to give them budget documents, give them our ordinances and regulations, and as many citizens that want to get engaged, I think is a good thing.
Okay, so will you be selecting the members, or will it just be anyone who's?
I want anybody in the community to be empowered to be able to advocate for their own priorities.
Gotcha. And who's eligible to serve in that group?
Anybody in the community.
Okay. Do you think there will be more than one, or is it just the one?
What do you mean by that?
More than one group of, I guess, advisory boards?
Yeah, for me, I just want feedback from everybody. And so if there's other organizations that want to give feedback, that's just part of this, and really trying to empower all organizations, all individuals to give feedback as well.
Okay, and then who would they be reporting to?
Right now, just advising me.
I think that's it.
Awesome. Thank you for all the questions. Anything else? Okay, well, appreciate you guys being here, and hope you have a good day.
Eric, ready to start? Great to see you as always.
Reggie?